In 2023, he was the British angel who broke the internet. But in 2026, he's taking over America. From the BGT stage to a sold-out Hollywood Bowl, witness the shocking transformation of. The treble is gone, but the superstar has officially arrived. Is this the next global icon? Good evening. We begin tonight with a cultural phenomenon that is crossing the Atlantic with the force of a hurricane. In 2023, the world met a 13-year-old whose soprano voice felt like a once-in-a-generation miracle. But as we report in April 2026, is no longer just a viral sensation. He is the center of a massive British invasion of the American classical music scene. This isn't just a tour, it is a calculated takeover of the US market. From sold-out nights at Carnegie Hall to high-profile appearances on national morning shows, the fever has gripped the American public. What makes this 2026 expansion so unique is the way he has successfully transitioned from a foreign novelty into a legitimate American superstar. He has bypassed the child star stigma that often prevents international talent from breaking into the lucrative US crossover market. Tonight, we investigate how this 16-year-old managed to capture the heart of the American audience, while navigating a total vocal transformation that many experts thought would end his career before it truly began. United States, we love a comeback story, and his team utilized this narrative with surgical precision. During the silent year of 2025, while the American public wondered if the BGT star had faded into obscurity, was actually in a state of intense vocal hibernation. Our investigation reveals that he spent months working with top-tier vocal pathologists in New York City to protect his instrument during its transition. This period of silence was a massive gamble. In the fast-paced US media cycle, being out of the spotlight for a year is usually a death sentence for a career. However, use this time to undergo laryngeal reprogramming, ensuring that when he finally re-emerged in 2026, he wouldn't be a cracked version of his former self, but a refined, powerful baritone. This discipline earned him immense respect from the American music elite. By the time he announced his 2026 US tour, the anticipation had reached a fever pitch. He didn't just return, he reintroduced himself as a mature artist who had conquered the laws of biology, a story that resonates deeply with the American value of resilience and the pursuit of excellence. The most shocking evolution of his 2026 career is undoubtedly his new vocal range. During his recent showcase at the Lincoln Center, the young man who once reached for high C's with a soprano's ease revealed a rich baritone that stunned the American critics. This transformation is the engine driving his 2026 success. Vocal analysts have noted that his new register possesses a cinematic weight that is perfectly suited for the American epic crossover market. He is no longer restricted to the liturgical music of his youth. He is now performing dramatic arias and modern cinematic ballads with a maturity that belies his 16 years. This shift from angel to artist is exactly what the US market demanded. By embracing a deeper, more soulful timbre, has effectively rebranded himself for a broader demographic. He is currently dominating the Billboard classical and crossover charts simultaneously, a feat that hasn't been achieved by a male vocalist in this age group in decades. The unbelievable transformation has turned a biological necessity into a commercial, making him the most relevant classical artist in America today. Did not arrive in the USA in 2026 as a stranger. He arrived as of Hollywood royalty. His involvement in the 2023 film Maestro acted as a prestige shield, protecting him from being pigeonholed as just another talent show winner. Working under the guidance of producers like Steven Spielberg and Martin gave him an immediate seal of approval in the eyes of the American establishment. As we report in 2026, this connection has been instrumental in his US conquest. He is being positioned not just as a singer, but as a cinematic icon. This has led to high-stakes collaboration with some of the most influential film composers in Los Angeles, ensuring that his voice is the soundtrack to 2026's biggest blockbusters. This Hollywood armor allowed him to navigate his voice change without losing his A-list status. While other child stars might have been forgotten during their transition, remained part of the Hollywood conversation, allowing his 2026 re-emergence to feel like a triumphant return to form rather than a desperate attempt at a second act in a highly competitive market where relevance is the only currency. The 2026 social media landscape is notoriously difficult to navigate, but's team turned his voice change into a viral in authenticity. Throughout late 2025 and early 2026, shared vocal check-ins raw, vulnerable clips of his practice sessions, where he openly struggled with his new range. This transparency is the key to his massive engagement in the USA. By showing the messy side of puberty, he created a deep parasocial bond with an audience that felt they were witnessing his growth in real time. This vulnerability marketing is a high-performance tool in 2026. Instead of appearing as a distant, perfect prodigy, he became a relatable young man fighting for his craft. Our data shows that his engagement rates among Gen Z and millennials in the US skyrocketed during this period. By the time he hit the high notes on his 2026 tour, his audience wasn't just fans, they were invested stakeholders in his journey. He didn't just manage his voice, he managed the story of his voice, proving that in 2026, truth is more valuable than perfection. This human connection is what truly separates him from the rising tide of AI-generated competition. As of April 2026, his new album, The Metamorphosis, has become a permanent fixture on the Billboard charts. The strategy for his American takeover was clear: pivot from traditional choir music to a dramatic epic sound that appeals to a mainstream audience. This transition was perfectly timed with his voice change. The richer, more resonant timbre of his 2026 voice is better suited for the sweeping anthems that currently dominate American streaming playlists. We spoke with A&R executives in Los Angeles who confirmed that is now being marketed alongside icons like Joshin. This is a massive leap from his origins. The shocking transformation has effectively opened doors that were previously closed to him. In 2023, he was a viral novelty. In 2026, he is a commercial juggernaut. This pivot is a textbook example of how to manage a child star's aging process. By leaning into the mature male lead archetype, has secured a future in the US touring circuit, including a historic 2026 performance at the Hollywood Bowl that sold out in minutes. He is thriving in a brand new tax bracket, proving maturity is the ultimate currency. In 2026, the fever isn't just about the ears, it's about the eyes. Has successfully rebranded himself as a style icon, blending classical elegance with a minimalist, high-fashion aesthetic. This unbelievable transformation of his image has been crucial for his conquest of the younger American demographic. Gone are the days of the stuffy opera singer. The 2026 is seen in sharp, custom-tailored suits and minimalist jewelry, often appearing in the front rows of New York Fashion Week. This visual strategy has made him a favorite for luxury brand endorsements. He has signed multi-million-dollar deals with high-end watchmakers and luxury automotive brands that see him as the personification of modern excellence. By making classical music look cool and attainable, he has tapped into a market that previously ignored the genre. This style offensive is a key pillar of his US strategy. He isn't just a singer, he is a lifestyle. This approach has allowed him to transcend the music industry and enter the world of global celebrity, ensuring that his name remains a household word across America, regardless of whether the audience is familiar with his operatic repertoire. For decades, the boy soprano blueprint was defined by Ale Jones, who struggled to find his footing as an adult baritone. In 2026, has seemingly broken what industry insiders call the Jones curse. Our analysis suggests that the difference lies in the genre. While previous generations tried to keep child stars in a perpetual youth state, 2026 branding embraces his adulthood. He isn't trying to sing the same songs he sang at 13. He is redefining his entire repertoire to match his new physiology. This unbelievable transformation is as much about psychological maturity as it is about vocal cords. By accepting that the angel is gone, has allowed the artist to be born. Industry insiders in both London and New York are calling this the most successful transition of a classical prodigy in 40 years. He has provided a new roadmap to maturity for young singers globally. The 2026 is a case study in how to respect the past without being enslaved by it, ensuring that his golden buzzer legacy remains a foundation rather than a cage, allowing for a lifelong career that spans the world's most prestigious and hallowed stages. It is easy to look at 2026 success and see only the glory, but our investigation also touches on the immense pressure of undergoing puberty in the public eye. Imagine being 13 and having the world tell you your voice is perfect, only to have that voice change 18 months later. Sources close to the singer reveal that the silent year of 2025 was a period of deep self-reflection and occasional doubt. The shocking evolution required to decouple his self-worth from his high notes. In the United States, we have seen the tragic fallout of child stars who couldn't handle this transition. His resilience in 2026 is a testament to his support system. He had to mourn the angel to become the man. This emotional depth is now audible in his performances. There is a newfound gravitas in his 2026 recordings that wasn't there in 2023. He is singing with the experience of someone who has faced a career-altering crisis and won. For the 2026 audience, this makes his music more relatable and human, grounding his otherworldly talent in a very real, very relatable human experience of growth, change, and the constant pursuit of excellence against all odds. We conclude our investigative report with a look at the road ahead. The unbelievable 2026 transformation of is no longer a rumor, it is a reality that has reshaped the music industry. He has proven that a voice change isn't a break, but a metamorphosis. As he prepares for the grand finale of his 2026 US tour at the Red Rocks, stands as a symbol of hope for young performers everywhere. He has shown that with patience, technical training, and a strong sense of self, it is possible to survive the golden buzzer spotlight and emerge as a serious adult artist. The angel may have grown up, but his wings are stronger than ever. From his BGT debut to his 2026 baritone revelation, his journey is an artistic evolution. As the credits roll on this chapter of his life, one thing is certain: the world will be listening to for decades to come. His voice has changed, but his impact remains constant. He is the next global classical superstar, and his conquest of America is just the beginning of a lifelong legacy. For our news network, this has been an investigative look at the voice that refused to be silenced by time. Good night.